welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you are a subscriber. My name is Hannah Valentine, and today we are going to take on the project of all projects. So I thrifted this pair of Morbid Threads 90s platforms, and as you can see, they're in absolute the worst condition. Obviously the platforms are falling off, and they're made of fake leather, so the faux leather is actually cracking. If it was real leather, it wouldn't be cracking like this, but because it's fake leather, it is peeling, and it is just absolutely disgusting. So the reason why I wanted to take on this project is because these are in my size, and I see like life to them. Like, I know there's so much more life left in them. I know they have good bones. The only thing that's wrong with them is that they're peeling and the sole's falling off, and I think that's fixable. So today we are going to try and restore these completely, try to get them back to their original condition, and I want to take you guys along with me, because if you have a pair of shoes at home that are made with fake leather, or your sole's falling off and you want to restore some shoes that you have, I kind of wanted to do a little tutorial for you guys. So before we start, I want to give you guys a little close-up of what we are dealing with. So these are 90s Morbid Thread platform boots. The platform is falling off. When I bought them, the platform wasn't falling off, but when I wore them the first time, they immediately just came apart. I'm gonna go ahead and take them apart for you guys right now. Ah, oh my god. So on the inside here, you can see the Morbid Threads tag. There it is. What's absolutely disgusting is that, like, if you even move it a little bit, do you guys see how much is falling off of it? Look how much has already fallen off just from me trying to show you guys the shoes. All right, you guys, so here's a list of all of the materials that I will be using, and here's what you need to repair your own shoes. I got a sanding block, which will be used to get rid of all those crusties before we start painting. I got some E6000, which I have never used before, but a lot of people on TikTok recommended that I used this to put the sole back on, so this is what we're going to use to secure the sole back to the shoe. And you're also going to want a pack of paintbrushes. I just got a variety pack because I did need new paintbrushes in general, but just make sure that it has a big brush and a little brush, so you can cover the big surface areas as well as the small details in the shoes. I think that's all you need supply-wise. Hi, sorry, it's Hannah from the future here. I forgot to also add that I used acrylic leather paint in black and also acrylic finisher. I will mention that later in the video, but that's also what I wanted to add right here. So I think what I want to do first is reattach the sole. So as you can see with this pair, the sole has already attached from the actual shoe. So what you want to do first is make sure that the sole is clean and the bottom of the shoe is clean. So when you reattach it, it just won't fall off and the glue will be secure. So the reason I'm sanding is to get rid of all of the old glue that was on the shoe. Alright, so I'm going to put the glue on the shoe here, and I'm going to make sure to get in all of the crevices, and then I'm going to place this on top. I did watch a tutorial on how to use E6000 in someone else's YouTube video. I will put that in the description. But what I am doing is putting it up and down to kind of make the glue tacky so that it will stick better and get in more areas in the shoe. Hi you guys, so when we last left off, I was putting the E6000 to the soles and I taped them, and I have a little update for you guys. So it's been about a week since I did that, and the reason that I glued the soles on first is because I needed the shoes for a party, and I went to the party and the soles held up so well. They did not come off at all. Here are the shoes. The soles are literally back on, and they're rock solid. They did not come off at all during the party. So I highly recommend using E6000. It worked great for me. So the next step in this process is to remove all of the stuff that's crackling and falling off. And this is because if we put whatever we're applying to it on top of it, it'll just crackle off eventually. And what I did for this on another pair of shoes is I used a palette knife. This one's plastic. I highly recommend using a metal one though. I have a metal one somewhere, I'll go find it. But the next step is just removing all of the crackling stuff. So this specific step in the process was definitely the longest step. It took me forever to get all of the fake leather off of the shoe. In this scene, I am using a plastic palette knife, and then I switched to the metal one because it does work a lot better because it's stronger. I ended up having to take breaks, like long breaks in between working on these shoes in this step, because my hands ended up getting sore and tense just from the amount of pressure that I was putting into these shoes. So this step does take quite a long time since there are so many little cracks and crevices to these shoes since there are buckles, so this did take a long time, but it was worth it, and I also used the sander, which helped a lot. Hi you guys, I'm back, and they're completely stripped. I have to admit, this did take me about 2 weeks to do, but that's only because I am in school right now, and I had to intermittently like stop and like come back to these. So now that all the crusties are off, I'm going to do a base layer of this black acrylic leather paint. And then I was told to do a bunch of layers, like 5 to 8 layers of this acrylic finisher. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do 1, maybe 2 layers of this, and then just do a bunch of layers of this. I'm going to tape off all of these like metal buckles so they don't get covered in paint. Hi you guys, so I finally got the boots all taped up, and now I'm going to start painting. I have Angelus black acrylic leather paint, and after I'm done painting, I'm going to do a couple layers of the acrylic finisher. So I don't know if I'm going to need 1 or 2 layers of the paint, but I will keep you guys updated. So this was actually my first time using Angelus leather paint. I've only used acrylic painting paint before, and fabric paint and oil paint in the past. So this is my first time using this specific kind of paint. It is a lot more watery than traditional acrylic paint, but it does dry fast and it is very thick. It is very opaque. The only reason I did 2 layers is because I wanted the texture of the boots to be more even, not because it wasn't opaque enough. It was very opaque. I really like this paint, and I highly recommend it if you have a pair of shoes you are thinking about working on at home, or if you ever just need an acrylic paint recommendation, I highly recommend Angelus leather paint. Hi you guys, so last time we talked, I was putting the second layer of paint on the boots. They are finally dry. I let them dry for like a couple days, also because I just didn't have the time to come back and work on them, but I think I have the time today to actually finish them. But I just wanted to show you guys the texture of what the boots look like after I put 2 layers of paint on them. They're still very like uneven, it's matte. The finisher that I got to finish these, it is supposed to be like shiny, so these are currently matte right now. As you can tell, they're not very shiny at all. The inside is very shiny because that's what it originally looked like, but the outside is not shiny. So hopefully I'm going to be doing about 2 to 3 coats of the finisher, and then we will be done with these boots. So on top of the 2 layers of leather paint, I put 2 layers of the acrylic finisher. Again, I have never used the acrylic finisher before. This was my first time using it, and the consistency, I can compare it to milk. That is the like exact like viscosity of it. Is that the right word? It's like milk, so it worked well though. So I just finished putting the last layer of acrylic finisher on the boots. I ended up only doing 2 coats, but I might end up doing another coat or 2 like later. As you can see, there's still some texture on the boots, but they are shiny and nothing is going to come off, nothing's going to crackle off because I have that finisher on. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take all the tape off, and then I'm going to do a final summary of how the boots turned out, give you guys a final reveal. So here's what the boots looked like before I started on them. The faux leather was completely cracking and coming off, and the soles were detached from the boots. And here is what the final product ended up looking like. I am very proud of myself with how these turned out. This is my first shoe restoration project that I've ever worked on. I've never worked on a pair of shoes like this before, so I am very proud of how they turned out. The texture, though, of the boots turned out like scaly is the best how I could describe it. The acrylic finisher dried in such a way where it was like layered, so it does look a little scaly, but I'm not worried about it because I know that they are going to hold up, they're going to stand up, and they're not going to crack everywhere like the old boots did, and no one's going to be looking super close at my feet when I wear them anyway, so I'm happy with how they turned out, and I hope you guys like them as well. I'm so happy that they are finally done, and thank you so much for watching again. If you are not already subscribed, I would really appreciate it if you could, just because I post content similar to this. I love doing like platform shoe reviews. I have a video on my page where I reviewed a pair of Demonias, and that did really well, so I think I'm definitely going to do more platform shoe reviews in the future. I just ordered a pair of Unif platforms, so once those come in, I will be shooting a kind of review / first impressions of them. Last thing before you guys go, I am actually going to be doing a giveaway. Here are the boots that I restored, and I actually thrifted a similar pair that also needs restoring. They do have cracking and I actually tried to restore this side. So this side is already stripped for you. You don't have to do that. It's already stripped. They are a size 9, so whether you want to win these to restore and keep for yourself or restore them and sell, you could make good money from selling them. So anyone who wants them, I will be hosting the giveaway on my Instagram. My Instagram username is shopghostsoda. I will put the link in the description, or you can just look up the username, shopghostsoda. So here are the boots that I will be giving away. Thank you again for watching. I hope you have a good day. Bye.